Namaste, I am Tejaswini and welcome to Astrology and Dharma. A lunar eclipse is due on the night of 7th and 8th September 2025. This is a Khagras Chandra Grahan and it will occur on the Bhadrapad Purnima. This is the first day of the Pitru Paksh, the fortnight dedicated to the departed ancestors, and this time has very intense energies. This lunar eclipse will be visible for about 3.5 hours, so its effects will be strongly felt for about 3 weeks before the eclipse and 3 weeks after the eclipse, and their intensity will gradually fade in about 3 to 4 months. In fact, the weather disruptions that we saw in August were also linked to this incoming lunar eclipse. Now, this Khagras Chandra Grahan will directly affect three entire continents. In Vedic Jyotish, the moon is the agent of the mind, and the people in these continents will feel the effects on their bodies, their emotions, and their intelligence. First, the entire Australia. Then, second is Asia, with its powerful nations and several unstable regions: Russia, China, the Indian subcontinent, the European region, the Middle East, Southeast Asia. The entire Asian supercontinent will feel the intensity of this eclipse. In the third continent who will witness the eclipse is Africa. Here its eastern part will feel the stronger effects compared to the western African regions. People who live in these areas where the eclipse is visible will have to perform the pujas, dan, mantra to safely channelize the eclipse energies. But given the scale of this eclipse, it is advisable that all of us do some remedial actions to safely channelize its power in our lives. Everyone on this earth will feel its effect directly or indirectly. About 90% of the earth's population will be absorbing this eclipse energy in some way, and about 80% of us will absorb the energy of the total lunar eclipse. This makes this eclipse extremely intense and it will trigger a lot of life changing events in all our lives. Rahu is eclipsing the moon in Aquarius sign and Ketu is opposite to him in Leo with the sun and Mercury. Thus, the eclipse primarily involves 5 graha. So, note whatever these 5 planets signify in your life, as you will see sudden release of karma in these areas of your life. Saturn owns Aquarius and he is within 15 degrees of Rahu, so he may contribute to some extent. For the individual nations and for your personal charts, you have to see the power and position of the Aquarius sign in your chart. If you have any birth planets in Aquarius or even in Leo, then be careful of their significations. And if you have a Yog Karak level Rahu in your birth chart, then some unique opportunities will open up for you in this time, so be prepared to seize them. Then the transit results are always seen as per the birth moon signs. For Leo and Aquarius birth moon signs, this eclipse will be associated with lifetime changes. For everyone else, the eclipse related results will be seen for about 1 month before the eclipse and 3 months after the eclipse. Now for the nakshatra level result. The main nakshatra of the eclipse is Purva Bhadrapada, and Purva Bhadrapada is an aggressive, cruel, destructive and determined nakshatra. It is a very severe and intense energy. This eclipse is more suitable for activities which end rather than for activities which begin. So on the international levels, most nations will suddenly take up harsh and yet necessary actions. Wars will escalate and there will be severe unpleasantness all around. Every nation today is fighting for its existence. Just look at the global situations. Several nations have been taken over by illegal aliens and are facing internal riots and civil wars, and several other nations are facing external aggression. The national boundaries, societal boundaries are all being challenged. In this eclipse time, be ready for unexpected twists and turns in the global, national, and local politics. And even in your personal life, you may need to take some harsh decisions. Then the media will be in the full on disinformation mode. So do not believe what you read in the news and do not get swayed by popular opinion. Even in your personal life, friends and family members can conceal their true intentions. You also will not easily share your innermost plans with anyone. There will be an overall lack of trust. So naturally disputes will increase. So learn to withdraw from things which do not concern you. Sometimes a strategic retreat is also a good plan, and especially for children. You must pay extra attention to your children a few weeks before and after the eclipse. Make sure that they remain healthy and happy on the physical, emotional, and intellectual levels also. And in the long term, this eclipse will further affect human fertility. Even lesser number of children will be born in the future. If you are pregnant or are due for delivery around this time, you must be extra cautious. Then this eclipse will have a subtle effect on the mind. Most of us will feel lazy, absent-minded. You may feel randomly afraid for no good reason. Keep an eye on your mental health during this eclipse times and avoid self-destructive negative habits. Finer emotions like genuine love or genuine kindness will be put in the background, and coldness, calculative behavior will dominate. In the language of Ayurveda, Vat dosh issues are likely, so take precautions. This eclipse will have a significant influence on the climate as well. It is advisable to avoid going near water bodies for at least 2 weeks before and after the eclipse. Unnatural rains, winds, and storms are expected. The ocean waters will be turbulent and water related accidents are quite possible. On the subtle level, a reset is underway. The current society as a whole is slowly being replaced. It will convert into a more dharmic one. This will eventually be more aligned to the inherent nature of the human soul and the universal soul, that is the Rita. And as we can all see, it is not a peaceful transition, there is violence. Every cosmic event is a mix of positives and negatives. Most of us will move according to the winds of time, the prarabdha, as indicated by the transit. And some of us will have the courage, the purushartha, to consciously make use of the energy. On the positive side, this eclipse will give opportunities for people connected to modern science, electronics, chemicals, drugs, poisons, air and space related projects, literature, research, analysis, and theoretical sciences also. And any research related to the army, the military, any war related research will give good results. Anyone working in dangerous and emergency situations will be in the forefront. On the individual levels, during this eclipse, try to remain awake. Avoid eating or drinking anything during the eclipse. Sit down on your asana and do some mantra jap of any Sanskrit mantra you know. For example, Mahamrutyunjay mantra, Vishnu Sahasranam, Lalita Sahasranam, or the mantra given to you by your guru. Manasik jap, that is reciting it mentally in your mind, is the most powerful way of channelizing the mantra energies. Or read the Bhagavad Gita, or the Mahabharata, or the Ramayana, or the Devi Mahatmya. Read any book written by a Atmanyani Mahapurush, but stay awake for the duration of the eclipse. The two completely astral graha, Rahu and Ketu, will be deeply interacting with the two luminous graha, Sun and the Moon, and the energy release is going to be extremely high. Do your personal sadhana, channelize the energy in a useful manner. This will help you and also your nation manage in the incoming turbulent times. Thank you for watching. Namaste.